Got an engine for the 240Z Datsun right back there. I don't know if you can see it. Let me see. That I'm still working on and still trying to figure out what I'm gonna do. But for now, I have found the engine, and very hard to find any type of JDM engine where I live, but I was able to locate this engine. I think it's my best bet for it to be a crazy car, a crazy build. And that is a 2JZ GE, not a GTU, just a GE out of a Lexus 300, I think, or there's a whole bunch of Lexus that have them. But if I can build the internals well enough, it could be a really awesome engine. It's still gonna have the great sounding 2JZ sound. But yeah, right now you're gonna watch me just put it on the engine stand that I bought right now, on the engine stand, engine crane and all that, so I can just leave it to the side for now, clean it up maybe. And let's just start a montage on that. So before I can start anything, I forgot to take the what is the converter thing, the automatic transmission converter, I think is what it's called. I really don't know, but it's a struggle. You got to take it from the bottom side. Let's see if you can see that. See right there, you can see the flywheel a little bit. Just took the first bolt out, so you want to start down there. At least there's a big ass gap here. You can use pretty much any kind of wrench in there, so, or ratchet. So, and all I did was just put a bolt here and then just held it with a flat or a screwdriver, whatever, you know. But I'm sure there's other ways and easier ways and non-harmful ways, but I'm pretty sure I'm not going to use this flywheel. I'm not going to use this bolt. This is just a bolt to hold on to the motor engine mount, and that's about it. So once I'm done with all this, it's gonna have new bolts and everything, so all this doesn't really matter as long as it doesn't crack from here or anything like that, which I don't think it will. I'm not putting too much pressure on it. So yeah, just try to go down there to get it out. So took it out completely. You cannot be nice with it. Total of 6 bolts. Easy. Let me show you the bolt. Let's see where I have it. I had one here. So you're not going through so much thread, you know. You just need to use a big breaker bar to take out the first little, to hit it with that first tap, and then it'll pretty much come out with your hand. But yeah, this thing's super heavy. Be careful. I use a crowbar to take it out. It doesn't come off so easy. You gotta do one side and then the other side, so it can coming out, like wiggling it out pretty much with the crowbar. So after so much time, I finally got it. Not easy. I thought it'd be a lot easier, but it was not. This is where all the bolts went. All the size of the bolts will be in the description below in case you need to know what size bolt you need. If anything, you might want to get ones with a little bit thicker, you know, head right here, and then, you know, the rest, the thread size that it needs to be. So as you can see, it's still super dirty. So I'm gonna go ahead and put some degreaser on it and make it look like new. But first, I'm gonna cover up all the holes that I can find, especially here on the exhaust side. So I'm gonna start doing that so I can get it ready to wash. What's up, guys? So I'm finally done, you know, cleaning the motor, put both of my cards in. As you can see right here, had to put the 240 back in the garage, and then the S2000 is back there. You can't really see because of the light or the sun, but you guys are probably wondering why I chose the GE over the GTE. Well, first, GTE is going at $6,000 to $5,000, so I'm not gonna waste my money on that when I can just get a GE, and the block is still the same. Just the block itself, it still has the same strength. The difference is the oil squirters the GE does not have any. The head, the intakes, the exhaust side, the ports are smaller. The intake side, I think, is the better side on the GE motors. I've heard people put this head on the TE engine, so you know, it does have its benefits. It's not like it doesn't. As well as the rods are weaker on this one, but it is going to be a turbo application. I do plan on changing that. the rods and the pistons and everything. So, you know, it doesn't hurt me to get this engine. Plus, I got it for 500 bucks at the junkyard compared to 6 grand, and I can, you know, waste a couple more grand, and I can probably have a better engine than a GTE if I build it up. Whereas the benefit, I guess, for the GTE is you don't have to do anything to it, and you just put a badass turbo and it's not gonna break. Whereas this one, I can probably throw a turbo at it, but the head will probably fail me. So there's you know, it's pros and cons on each engine. As well as an oil outlet and inlet. I do have to, it does have the holes for it. You just gotta drill it out and stuff. So, you know, we can always get someone at the machine shop to do that for me. So yeah, guys, there is benefits to this motor. So if you want to go with this motor, there's absolutely no losing, I think, with this motor. You're gonna save money, you're gonna get the build that you want, and yeah, it's the same thing, just, you know, a little bit less little less badass parts, but that doesn't matter because you're gonna build it how you want it, and it would probably come out, you know, the same or better as the TE. But yeah, guys, that's about it. I will not be touching the engine. I just wanted to put it on the engine stand. I will not be touching it probably till the end, where the 240Z is already how I want it built up. I have all the parts. The engine is lasting, I know that, but it's good to have it clean, have it up, and have it ready for when I do want to work on it. And, you know, because it can be at any time. It could be sooner or it could be later. So I want to be prepared either way. But please like and subscribe. If you have any questions, I'll try to put as much details about what bolts you needed for the stand, and, you know, the difference between the two motors in the description below if you'd want to click through the video to find out where I said that part. But yeah, thank you guys. Later.